Hello, welcome to our copyright series. I am Davis Tumwesije, your intellectual property expert. In this episode, let's talk about registration of copyrights. In our previous episodes, we have seen that copyright works are automatically protected as long as they are original and they are fixed. So one would wonder, why are we talking about registration of copyright? It should be noted that most countries have voluntary registration systems for copyrights. And this is because the registration aspect comes along with certain benefits. However much, it is not mandatory. Some of the benefits include, proof of ownership. What shows that this work is yours? So the moment you get registered, of course, you are given a document, let's say a certificate, to prove that actually this is your work. It was produced at a certain time. And therefore, when it comes to proof of ownership, it becomes very easy for you to say that this work is mine because you have a document that speaks to it. The secondary is that registration helps in different, transactions which are economical and very important. For example, if I'm to buy your work, how do I prove that this work actually belongs to you? Because I'm not willing to buy something which I'm not sure that you actually own. I am not willing to take that risk. And of course, it should also be noted that recently, copyright works and general intellectual property rights can actually be used to have access to funding. I can take my copyright, my music, my proof that I own this work and take it to the bank, and I use it as collateral to actually have access to credit. So those are some of the reasons why you actually need to register your copyright. So how do you do that? First of all, you need to launch an application with the Registrar of Copyright. With the focus here in Uganda, of course, the Uganda Registration Services Bureau is the entity that is responsible to register your copyright works. So you launch in an application, of course, giving details regarding what your work is about. For example, particulars of the applicant, who is the applicant, what kind of work is it? You have to describe the nature of that work. Is it a work that is coming out of pre-existing works? Is it a translation? Is it an adaptation? Is it a work of performance? Is it a work of, production? You need to describe what this work is about. And of course, you must also provide a fixed format of your work. If it is a song, we need to see those lyrics written down. You need to see a recording of your work. You can, of course, do that in a physical format, or you can bring, a digital format of your work. And after submitting your work, of course, apparently it is paid for 50,000 Uganda shillings. After that, the registrar will, of course, pick your application and conduct a formality examination. A formality examination is basically, have you submitted everything that is required? Have you filled in the form very well that describe, your work? Have you, for example, paid the necessary fees? Okay. So after that, then the registrar is satisfied that you have actually provided all that. The registrar will, of course, proceed and conduct a substantial examination to ascertain whether your work is original or you have, just copied it from somewhere else. So once the registrar is satisfied with the originality part of, this work, the registrar is going to generate, a gazette notice, and will take this gazette notice to the Uganda Printing and Publishing Corporation for gazetting for 60 days. Of course, gazetting is very important because it gives third parties, an opportunity. Maybe if you have copied the work, they can reject or they can object to your registration. So if there is no objection after 60 days, the registrar will proceed to approve your application and be able to generate a certificate which serves as proof of registration of copyrights. And of course, any other subsequent filing or changes in the copyright, who owns what, will always be, of course, important for you to notify the registrar of copyright again. So that is it about the registration of copyright. It is not mandatory, but it is very critical because, number one, it serves as proof of ownership of copyright, and of course it is important in conducting several transactions in terms of you generating money out of your work. Thank you very much for listening. I'll see you in our next episode.